Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show, episode 360. And it is your review of House of the Dragon, season 2, episode 2, on a Thursday night. And you know what that means. We're catching up because this weekend we might even not even be able to review episode 3 on time. But more on that.
Ro just came to that realization.
Yeah, Brad. I didn't know Kinds of Kindness was that long. I thought it was gonna be like an hour and 30. I was like, I'm gonna be home by then. Like, I can do it. We're gonna start a little later, but I can do it.
Well, how much was his last movie? How many hours was that?
Poor Things? How long was
Yeah.
Poor Things?
Yeah.
Shit, man. I think
That's what everybody came here to figure
2
out.
hours and 20?
Time for Poor Thing.
2 hours and 21 minutes. 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah, say about that.
Yeah. No, it's just 2 hours and 40. This is like 20 more minutes, bro.
Yeah. Director's cut.
But what's up, Brad? How are you doing today, man?
I mean, I'm doing all right. I am starting my vacation, and I don't go to work next week. I get to see Blink 182 next week. I will probably drink next week. So I'm doing well. And it's been a long week to try to get to my vacation week. So yes, I have made it. I have climbed the summit. I am ready, for a short break. And to the two people who have shown up, thank you for joining us. We know you could be watching Old Man Yells at Old Man 2024. So we do appreciate coming in to talk about
House of the Dragon instead.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah. Not much going on here, Brad. Same old. Went to work, and it is too damn hot out here. So, yeah.
It's gonna rain. We've been getting monsoons here.
Yeah.
We've been getting early monsoons. So, which has not helped the humidity at all. And the whole reason I live where I live is because throughout the year, for most of it, there's no humidity.
Yeah.
I do not like to sweat.
And then this happens.
Which we need, because I don't want like everything to catch on fire. So this is something we need, but at the same time, I don't like to sweat.
Yeah. Oh man.
Words in the chat.
Words. W the boys. L the acolyte. What about House of the Dragon though?
Well, I guess we can't talk about the latest because Raul has not watched the latest episode of the Acolyte
or the boys.
Oh, you haven't seen the boys
either? Not yet.
Oh, I haven't watched the boys either.
Yeah. The bear dropped too, so
yeah, I'm probably gonna binge that either this week or next week.
Yeah. So what's up, Words? How you doing, man? How's it going? What about House of the Dragon, man?
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah. But
House of the Dragon's Light.
Oh God. Okay.
Dang it, Words.
Yeah. But so yeah, Brad. We were supposed to do this last week, but I was on a plane and actually was able to watch this in Baltimore while on a fucking delay. So that was cool.
I just want to put it out there. I know I'm missing Monday and Tuesday, but Raul has fucked the schedule for like a week. That we have doubled up because you guys got nothing and now you're getting everything.
Yeah. So, in case you're wondering, so Monday was what's it called? We recorded. We did live on Patreon. We did what's it called? Kineta, and we did live the Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, we did the boys.
Mm-hmm.
So that was live. Wednesday, we did the night of, which is live on Patreon right now. It's on Patreon for the $5 tier and up, patreon.com/nerdcore. Thursday, today, we just did our mini pod, the favorite, which is also up on Patreon, $5 tier and above. And then we're doing this tomorrow.
But before you get to fret, I want to put in there that all I've done this week is go to work, then come home to do this podcast.
Yeah.
And by do this podcast, I mean we reviewed on I think was it Tuesday? We only reviewed. What did we review Tuesday?
The boys.
The
Season,
boy.
season 4, episode
I
5.
watched the favorite
Yeah.
for today.
Yeah.
Which also today is my anniversary, and I'm here with him.
Yeah. Well, they are okay.
So
Okay,
I
chill out.
take the podcast seriously, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So then tomorrow we do the Acolyte. Saturday we do the boys. Sunday there will be nothing because I'm going to be celebrating Rachel's birthday, and I probably will not be home in time to to watch the House of Dragon and review House of Dragon. Now
See,
probably would be different.
you're already fucking up
Yeah.
the first day of the next week, and then I got to fuck up Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that's gonna go.
But I have a good excuse. I'm going to see Blink 182. So
Yeah.
sorry,
Words.
Roland.
What's your one problem with House of the Dragon, by the way? Yeah. But
I got one problem with the House of Dragons. Not enough goddamn dragons.
yeah. With that said, though, let's just go ahead and get into it, Brad. So, if you haven't watched episode 2 of season 2, episode 2 of House of the Dragon, you should probably get out of here. We care about spoilers, but if you don't care about spoilers, you can go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes. This is your one and only spoiler warning. Is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God!
He's got the loop.
Yeah.
Words brings up a good thing, but words, I am enjoying the tapestry. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I really like the intro.
I like the tapestry of it. Plus, I mean, it a nostalgia bait. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
Game
also
of Thrones.
remember, the first episode of season 1 didn't have the song. Remember? Didn't have the Game of Thrones song.
Oh,
And-
yeah, it did change.
And they put it into season 2. I think people were like, "Oh, they didn't react like we
But-
thought. Like it's not recognizable to them."
Well, and then they changed the intro to have that tapestry.
Yeah. Yeah. And nostalgia bait. It is nostalgia bait. But
No denying.
I
that.
think that if you can't make anything better than that, just don't mess with it. Just leave it as it is then. But
I mean, it's not like they were putting Westworld music over
Yeah.
it, which they could have totally done. I probably would still watch the show.
But bear with us, guys, for these next 24 seconds. We're going to tell you a little bit about our sponsors, SeatGeek. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video.
Is that really 24 seconds?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So people who complain.
That's it. And that's all you got. Now we can get into the show.
Yeah. So let's do this thing, Brad. Let's do this thing. House of Dragon season 2, episode 2, titled Rhaenyra the Cruel. And of course, it's an hour and 9 minutes. Directed by Claire Kilner. Written by, of course, based on Fire and Blood by George R. R. Martin. Created by Ryan J. Condal and George R. R. Martin. This episode is written for television by Sarah Hess, with story editing by Ty Mickle. The series stars Matt Smith, Emma Darcy, Olivia Cook, Rizin Fons, Steve Toussaint, Eve Best, Fabian Frankel, Matthew Needham, Sonoya Mizuno, Tom Glenn Carney, Ewan Mitchell, Fia Sabin, Harry Collette, and Bethany Antonia, and Jefferson Hall. And of course, the synopsis reads: as Otto schemes to turn the public against her, Rhaenyra questions Daemon's loyalty. Meanwhile, Sir Kristen Cole concocts a misguided plan for revenge. Let's see if there's any trivia here, Brad. So, oh my God, no, I don't want to rate the stars yet. The duel of the Cargill twins differs from the books in a couple aspects. His true intentions were never fully known and had conflicting reports. Whether his target was Rhaenyra or one of her sons was not known, as it didn't happen in front of Rhaenyra. In the books, the Cargill twins had ran into each other by chance in the hall and fought to their death. It was never mentioned that Eric fell on his own sword and took his own life, since no one saw the entire fight. The only thing known was the brothers had delivered mortal wounds to each other and both died from it. Uh, so Aegon exclaims, "I am the king," twice after destroying his father's old model of old Valyria. This could be a reference to Tywin's words. Any man who must say, "I am the king," is no true king. Um, First mention of Alicent's third son with Viserys, Daeron. Similar to the books, he is fostered in Old Town, the seat of House Hightower. In the books, Daeron is the most loved of the Queen's sons and is a very important figure in the war. He has yet to appear in the show. Hopefully, he does. Um, Also, how the heck is there no security in the royal family for in their own goddamn castle?
Well,
A literal rat catcher waltz in.
if I could answer words with
Yes.
that, Kristen Cole is horrible at his job. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
he is a horrible leader, and the fact that he fucked up and then goes and yells at one of his own guys of how he didn't clean his laundry and how bigger of a fuck up he is than Cole, who didn't put enough knights on the floor where the royal family stays. So
Hmm.
that's how that happens.
Also, this movie had a goofy ass plot with the twins fighting each other.
It had to come to a head at some point because you
He's
had the twins at
who's the real?
opposite ends.
That was silly, but I won't lie. Words. I didn't know who the fuck was the real one.
No,
You
now
got
at the end, it was like,
uh,
Kristen
yeah, I fucking hate Kristen Cole.
Cole
Fuck Kristen.
sucks.
Kristen Cole sucks. Brad, this episode, so of course we're dealing with the repercussions. The Rhaenyra specifically is dealing with the repercussions of the rat catcher.
You gotta feel bad for Rhaenyra.
Yeah, killing what's it called, the son, and yeah, this episode, I thought this episode was really, really good because I think first of all, this episode is a clinic full of this is an acting clinic full of some great performances. Um, First, right off the bat, the scene with Damon and Rhaenyra is incredible. I think that
Mhm.
Matt Smith and Emma Darcy do a great job in that scene. Um, I love Olivia Colman in this episode. Reason Fonz is great in this episode too. I think that the guy who's playing Aemon is what's it called? Is great because I'm sorry, Aegon is
Mhm.
great because he's playing him exactly how he needs to be played, like an idiot kid who's king.
But
Because like,
but but to add on to that, Aegon just lost his son.
mhm,
I think it's more important. I mean, we already knew Aegon was young, immature, and idiot. Cole doesn't help that fact because he gives horrible advice. But the fact is, the scenes of him just in pain of losing his son, I think
mhm.
best acting ability is shown because you feel that loss, and I mean that was just a clinic. This episode was a clinic in acting, as you said.
Yeah, man. What a great episode in regards to the acting. God, we're yelling fake news. Well, yeah, and you can see then like how they're like, okay, we now the high towers have something that they can use against Rhaenyra. They're like, okay, how do we stir this so that way it makes Rhaenyra look bad, so that way we can get the public against her, and it's working
Yeah,
because
well,
the people.
you put out the boys' dead body out there. You follow it behind with the queen disheveled
Yeah,
and out of her wits ends, and the people were behind them. And I'll be the first to say it. I have not liked Otto Hightower for the first season and the first few episodes of this, and I always thought Otto Hightower was an ass, but the man is smart.
he's
Like
smart.
the man, there's a reason he was the hand for so long.
And he admits what we all know right now is that like starting to think that Viserys might have been a better choice to keep around here.
Oh yeah, he's missing Viserys.
He's missing Viserys bad right now. Like
Yeah. What he said, even maybe Rhaenyra would have been the better, should have been the choice.
should have been the
He even
choice.
said that.
Yeah. Behold, Rhaenyra the Cruel. Yeah.
I just gotta, like you said, the acting between Damon and Rhaenyra, that one scene where they're having all out, but before that, the scene where Rhaenyra, like, it finally clicks that fucking
Yeah,
Damon orchestrated
yeah,
all of that. That scene right there, me and Raul were talking about this earlier. It was like the Spider-Man meme, like pointing at each other, like,
yeah.
"Mm."
I was gonna say, like, Aegon doesn't remind me entirely of Joffrey because I don't think Aegon is as cruel as Joffrey, but I think that Aegon is a what's it called? Is a mix of like his of Joffrey's you know,
Immaturity.
naiveness,
Yeah,
immaturity and naiveness versus but also Aegon is also a what's it called? A symbol of what would have happened if Joffrey's brother didn't have Cersei or Lady or what's her name? I can't remember her name, Brad. She was fine as hell. Well, I can't remember. But if she didn't have those two, if he didn't have those people like in his ear the whole time, trying to tell him how to rule,
hmm.
because now that he's fired Otto,
He's got Dumb and Dumber up in there.
yeah, yeah, you could not have the two worst people talking to each other, thinking they're both smart, because as you can tell by the episode, Sir Kristen Cole's plan did not go exactly as he thought it would. Because duh, you really thought you were gonna like you really thought you were gonna be able to do it. Plus, that girl that Rhaenyra sent out, who was what's it called, one of Damon's lovers. Um, she's definitely about to get some brownie points, and she's probably about to come back because she's the only one. She's the one who warned them that the guy was going out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think she's about to come back.
Well, and she gave up her freedom right there. She missed the boat to go warn
Mm-hmm.
Rhaenyra. So I believe that she is going to be come into the employ of Rhaenyra, and she is
Yeah,
going to be a closely guarded secret and sent back over to do what she does best.
yeah. The
Get
plan was goofy
information
as fuck.
and cause chaos. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to look forward to that. Yeah, you're right. Allison or Allison, and fucking Sir Kristen Cole could not. I mean, especially since they're screwing each other, they got to be the worst people to employ as
Yeah.
the ones in your ear. Um, I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be a rough time for the Greens going forward because of all the aspects that I dislike of Otto Hightower, he was not wrong, and he is brilliant. I think when it comes to just running things,
Yeah.
and that's
So
why
now,
Viserys, and
yeah.
Viserys probably didn't overly like Otto, but he
Mm-hmm.
knew Otto was smart.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the same way. Like, I'm pretty sure. Um, I'm pretty sure that what's it called? That what's it called? Robert didn't really like Tywin, but like he knew that he had to listen to Tywin from time to time.
Yeah,
Because I know that Tywin wasn't the hand, but what's it called? I'm saying like listening to Tywin probably
I
was a good choice. But it was a choice to have made.
well, it's especially true when you have brutal kings. They need to have someone with a deft hand to actually run things.
Yeah, yeah. Who was Robert's? It wasn't. It wasn't what's it called? It wasn't Jamie. Jamie was the King's Guard. Who was Robert's?
Hand.
Oh, it was John Aaron and Eddard and yeah, Ned was
Yeah,
Ned.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
Ned.
yeah,
We don't have the Ned, so if you
yeah,
don't, go back and watch Game of Thrones. Not Ice and
yeah,
Fire.
yeah. Season 1. Yeah, you'll know what happened to fucking Ned. Um, but I was just I just love this episode, Brad. I think they did a great job here. At the end, we realized once again that like Olivia, not Olivia, what's it called? Alicent and Sir Kristen Cole did not learn the lesson. They're gonna keep going back to doing what they want.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's already shown, and which they should really be focused about the people across the bay with more dragons than them. I mean, they have Vagar, which is the Godzilla of the dragons, but at the same time, they're going to get caught with their pants down, literally.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yeah. But I think what I'm really interested to see going forward is the conflict between um Rhaenyra
Damon.
and Damon, because now it looks like Damon's like, well, I don't know what the hell you want me to do. And
I so at the end of their conversation, Rhaenyra basically says, can you have me as your queen? Like, can you live with that? I mean, granted, you thought you deserved the throne, but it is my throne. So she stuck up for herself, and Damon has back. I don't know if he backed down, but he left.
Yeah.
My feeling is, I think a lot of people. Well, I haven't read the books, but I have a feeling Damon's gonna do what he can for Rhaenyra, but away from her.
Yeah. And like I told you, Brad, what's it called? Damon's a good asset to keep
Oh yeah, that
because
that is not someone you want against you. Which Viserys knew. He knew his brother was just chaotic as hell, and he couldn't control him. But
yeah,
he also never got on his brother's bad side the whole way, and had his
yeah,
brother turn against him. So Viserys
yeah,
was smart in that. And the more we watch, we're only on the second episode. I'm already going. We all we're like Viserys is such a shitty king, but now we see like Aegon and just this whole uh, fucking fuckfest. We're like, maybe Viserys kind of had it down.
yeah, man, yeah, and yeah, man, I thought this was a great episode. I what the oh my god, the people that were like hanging by the way on the
Oh, the
they put
rat
the rat
catchers.
catchers,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that which basically leads to Aegon firing Otto Hightower, because Otto Hightower is like, any goodwill that we earned from the people, that's gone.
it's
You
gone.
you just hanged brothers and sons and fathers' innocence. There might have been one. There was one
Yeah,
that was not innocent, but everyone else, you've just caused them
yeah.
to hate you.
Well, I mean, and that's where Aegon is. Is still ruling like a child. Still ruling
Yeah.
like an idiot, bro. He's ruling like an idiot, and it's
He, he
all
he he's doing snap judgments. He's doing
yeah.
he's
And his
going off
wife
he's
and the
going
queen
off
hates her.
emotion. And that might be why we've never liked Otto Hightower, is that man doesn't show emotion.
Yeah.
He leads with his brain over his heart, and he's cold and calculated. But he's not wrong.
All right, Tower draws the line at Ratcatcher killing. Yeah, is willing to pimp out his daughter to Viserys, but
But
draws the
Ratcatcher
line.
killing,
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Um,
and let's be real, he didn't care about the Ratcatchers. He just cared about
what the people think
what they
about.
look
Yeah,
like.
yeah, what it says.
Yeah,
Because like one thing is like doing that in private,
yeah, and then
private
like
execution.
burying him somewhere and being like, "Where'd all the Ratcatchers going?" No, be everybody be like, "Wow, Damon."
Yeah. Also, Helena hates Aegon, bro.
Oh, we know.
Queen Helena hates Aegon.
We've kind of known that.
Yeah,
But also, I think she will probably turn on her mother.
yeah,
Um, because her mother and her Kingsguard, or whatever the fuck Kristen Cole is, should have been
yeah,
protecting her,
yeah,
and they did no such thing.
yeah. Didn't do a damn thing.
And she's just lost her child because of it. So
Yeah,
I have a feeling she has no room in her heart anymore for any of them.
yeah. To me, I think that obviously the war is gonna happen, right? Because it is, but like these are things that are really like starting to spill over the tension here, and I'm really interested to see how this week goes with like the way that Rhaenyra is gonna react to her being an assassination attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that'll be interesting. But I gotta bring up some comments I have read. They're asking why Queen Helena didn't have more emotion when her child was killed, and she kind of just ran out and didn't try to stop them. And it's like, I love one of the comments, because it's a real true, just on the nose comment of, you guys didn't notice for the first season that girl was autistic.
oh yeah.
Like, yeah, that explains it. That explains
Explains
why
it.
she wasn't really giving much emotion, and she kind of just ran out of
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And she shows it again in this scene, because her mother forces her to go out in the public, and she doesn't want to be in the public eye,
yeah,
and she doesn't want to be around people, especially
yeah.
now.
And oh, Brad, Sea Smoke is back.
Yeah, Sea Smoke is back.
Yes, yeah. Excited to see what they're gonna do with that.
I want to see some more boats on the water.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see what they're gonna do with Sea Smoke, man. Um, I like him. I love Sea Snake as well.
Mhm.
But Yeah, I'm really excited. But man, Brad, what do you? I really thought they would have made a what's it called? Wait, hold on, go back.
Sorry.
Made a spectacle of the guy they caught. Instead he got he gets whacked with a bat in a dungeon.
I
Like
mean,
I'm telling you, man. I think that's that the spectacle part is something I expect from the Lannisters or like people like
yeah,
I think the
to make
Targaryens
a
are still
torture
like
of it.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
the Targaryens are still in the position where they're like, yeah, like what's it called? You're gonna get killed, but like we want to send more of a message instead of like actually like scaring y'all. But what happened is that Aegon is scaring them. It
yeah.
doesn't send the right message you want to send.
Aegon is an immature, rage-filled child,
Yeah.
and he's going to rule like one, and everyone's going to pay for it. And my feeling is Rhaenyra is basically going to burn that whole place down by the time we
And
get to the next.
Aemon is no different either. Aemon
No,
is no
no
different.
Aemon. I think Aemon is smarter
Yeah.
than Aegon, but Aemon has his own issues.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I think none of them are anywhere. What's it called? None of them are anywhere fit to rule.
I I have seen it where people have said Aemon is like a watered down Daemon, and it's true. I mean, Aemon can bring it to a level, but Daemon will go across that line and break all your levels. Daemon does not care.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't.
Daemon is a psycho with a dragon.
Oh man. But Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed the acting. I really enjoyed this episode,
Yeah.
even with the Game of Thrones original theme song.
Yeah.
Sorry, words.
What did I give the last one?
I think I gave it a 9 too. So I'm just going to continue. I'm going to do what I did with Shogun. I'm going to give it a 9 until I feel like my mind's blown away, and I'll give it a 10.
Yeah. Because I really liked this episode, man. I
This
thought it was a
episode was
really good one.
excellent.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to listen. Let's see, what did I give it?
Throwback.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
What did we give it, bro?
Oh man, what did I give this episode, man? Yeah. It's gotta be like I think I gave it a 9, right?
I give Otto Hightower a 10 for calling his grandson what do you call him, a twit or a twat or something to that effect. He called him out and said
Oh
I'm
my
leaving.
god. Oh my god.
Oh, we didn't talk about the twins. We haven't even
Oh, the
discussed the
twins.
twins. Words has been discussing the twins.
Yeah, Word's been discussing the twins.
Okay,
Yeah.
words, but this. Okay, so it's stupid. Yes, like the twin idea. That's stupid. But again, it's coming from Kristen Cole, who is stupid. So it's not unexpected, and he goes with it because he's loyal. He's loyal to the king, and their definitions, the twin definitions, split off on who they thought was the actual ruler, and that's why we come to a head with it. And I thought the fight scenes between the sins and then the death scenes and the one twin killing himself because he couldn't live without his brother, I thought that was very poetic in a way.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a stupid plan in the first place. It was never going to work, and only one who thought it was going to work was Aegon
Kristen.
and Kristen Cole.
Which
Which tells you how the rest of the season's going to go. Now that Otto Hightower is pieced out.
Yeah. It's just like it's just like what's it called? Like the two idiots in class who think that they're making sense, and like everybody else is like, dude, these guys are fucking stupid,
Dude.
but they think they're smart as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're out there huffing pain and going, yeah, that's what we need to do. Freaky Friday, that shit.
Yeah. Bro,
You still can't find it?
still can't find it, bro.
Just give it a 9 and call it a day. This man.
All right, man. I think I'm gonna go with 9 then. I'm gonna go with the 9 as well.
It's a good number.
It's a good number. Yeah. I think that like quality wise, I think it's the same as the last week's episode, but I think that overall I enjoy this one a little more. Mm-hmm. So I put it above episode 1, but I think it's still the same score.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's kind of how I felt about Shogun. Because Shogun's episodes to me, they were kind of very similar. And they were just getting better over time. But I was like, okay, it's 9, still a 9. And then towards the end, I was like 10. There's my
Yeah,
10.
10. But with that said, Brad, that's all we got for
But
them.
where it was like Back to the Future 2 when he tried to avoid his self version, running
Yeah,
around hiding in the castle.
yeah. With that said, that concludes our review, and we'll see you all for the next episode.
His
Or
sneak
for
was
now,
100.
check us out, nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram the nerdcore, Letterboxd the nerdcore, TikTok the nerdcore, Patreon.com/nerdcore, Discord link in the description below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Audio side of things on the podcast platforms, follow us and give us a 5-star review. All of those things help us out a lot. And if you're watching this on Twitter, follow us on Twitter as well. So do all those things, guys. We would really appreciate it. But without further ado, guys, we're gonna be back tomorrow, same place, same time. Well, not same time, 8:30, for our review of The Acolyte episode 5, and we'll see how much more I can take of this. We have 3 more episodes after this, so I might just be able to say, "Fuck it, I guess I can still go through it."
We'll just make it to the end.
Yeah, yeah. But with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and get them out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you being host as always. Thank you to Words for joining us in chat today. We appreciate that. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, make sure you choose your advisors wisely.
Oh baby, oh boy, have fun. I didn't.
Make sure you choose your advisors wisely. And, it's kind of cruel just kick out your grandpa with, he doesn't have a second job or anything planned. So that's just kind of mean.
Yeah.
Young Yoda out.
Yeah, don't fire your grandpa, especially when